Hi everyone, my name's Lizzie and I'm PE lead at Bowmandale Primary School in Barton. Liz has asked me to record this video for you today to share some ideas of good practice that you might find useful. One of the main reasons that Liz has asked me to share this video is because we were fortunate enough to win the Yorkshire PE and Sport Premium Award for Whole School Improvement last year. We've been on quite a journey over the past few years. I've been PE lead for 3 years now, and in that time we've made quite a few changes and implemented a lot of new ideas, some of which you might find useful. So I'm going to share some of them with you now. One of the things that we really wanted to target was dance in our school. We found that whenever you mentioned dance, upper key stage 2 boys moaned, groaned, really didn't want to take part in the lesson, and we knew we had to do something to change this. As well as the boys, we also felt that staff were lacking in a lot of confidence. I completed a staff audit, and at first only 27% of staff said that they felt confident delivering lessons in dance. So again, we knew we had to do something to target this. What we did was we got in contact with someone called Kim who teaches street dance lessons. She came into our school and she's delivered some CPD to us, which really had such a positive impact on both the staff and pupils. As part of this, what she did was she taught a lesson and then allowed us to think about where it would go and really helped staff to think about how they could plan and adapt lessons to meet the different topics. As well as this, she also led a lunchtime club where in that children could go out on the playground and join in with any form of dance, following a routine and really just making sure that they could be active. We found that it had so many positive impacts, one of which was that staff confidence rose significantly. So compared to the 27% that we had at the start of the year, we then rose to 87% of staff that felt confident, and the other 13 said that they now felt somewhat confident in delivering dance, which is such a positive impact. As well as this, we usually attend the Dance Showcase event led by Get Ahead. In previous years, majority of the people that attended were girls, with a few boys dotted in there. But this year and the following year, we had quite a lot of boys that joined in. In fact, there was an equal number of boys and girls, and the children chose to put together a street dance routine with some of the moves that they'd learned. So obviously it had a really positive impact for this to happen. As well as this, we also now continue the lunchtime club, and some of our sports leaders in Year 6 have chosen to continue this club and adapt it in their own little way, which is nice that they felt that confidence to be able to do that. Another thing that we've looked at is inactive pupils. So in every school, we all have those children that really don't want to get involved in PE and become as active as they could be. And we wanted to do as much as we could to try and target this. So for us, milepost 2, the Year 3 and 4, were the children that we felt really needed more targeting, because there was a significant number of children who really didn't benefit from any form of extracurricular sport or even on a lunchtime. So we had to do something. Here are some of the things that we've done. So in our school, we have something called Wake and Shake, which is organised by the Year 6 sports leaders. What happens is at some point in the morning, the children will come into every classroom, not at the moment, but in previous years, and they will deliver a short dance where the children can copy the movements and just involve themselves in a little bit of an active break. It's something that we've done for the past 2 or 3 years, and we find it works really well. Another thing that we now have at our school is fitness breaks. So for us, our afternoon break is now known as a fitness break, and every class is given a fitness box. In the fitness box, there are lots of different bits of equipment that the children can have free choice over in some days, or in others, staff may choose to lead the pupils with different activities or choose some other pupils to lead some activities. We found that this works really well in making sure that everybody is being active during the fitness break, and we don't just have children stood around doing nothing, having a chat with their friends, because obviously we are trying to promote fitness as much as possible in this time. As well as that, we have 41 sports leaders in the school. This is something that we've struggled a little bit to maintain this year with everything going on, but we are adapting and we are trying to promote that a lot more. What our sports leaders do is on a lunchtime, they organise different activities for pupils to join in with. So we have a Key Stage 1 group and a Key Stage 2 group that work parallel with each other, and just lead different activities for the pupils to join in with. It's something that's worked really well for quite a while now, and we hope that we can, fingers crossed, get that up and running a lot better when things turn back to normal. As well as this, on lunchtime, our lunchtime supervisors have had training where Get Ahead have come in and instructed them on how best to lead playground games to again promote children to be active during this time. And we also have something called a lottery ticket lunchtime. So again, this is an idea that we've magpied from Get Ahead, where those most inactive children, so again for us, those in year 3 and 4, have been identified and provided with a lottery ticket. We wanted to do something like this because it almost makes it sound more fun and exciting, where obviously for us, we just want to get them moving, get them involved in something and make them more active. So the club normally lasts for about half an hour, and they'll come and play different games, anything that just means that they're being more active than they would be usually. And finally, we've involved ourselves in something called Let's Get Stepping. So again, it's a challenge that Get Ahead have started and led. And the idea is that every class that partakes in the event will have 3 Fitbits, one that the teacher wears or another adult in the room, and 2 that pupils wear. Across the day, so for us it's 9 till 3:30, they will wear the Fitbit and try and gather up as many steps as they can. And then at the end of the week, all of these steps from each day get inputted into a document, and then there's an overall leaderboard with all the schools that join in. So we were fortunate enough to win this event, and the children were so enthusiastic about it because at the end they actually won a prize for every class that participated to get to go and have a swimming afternoon at our local leisure centre. So they absolutely loved this, and it only spurred them on even more when taking part in it again. So I can't say anything but positive things about this, and if you've got the opportunity to join in with it, then I really recommend it. A few other things that we've noticed impact-wise for us. So after we'd done all of this in 2018 to 2019, which seems a long time ago now, 67% of our pupils engaged in extracurricular sport every week in our school. This was continued the following year, but obviously with everything that's gone on with COVID, it's quite hard to get a specific percentage for that. And again, at this point in time, 2/3 of the pupils in year 3 and 4 volunteered to attend a cross-country event, which for us was huge in comparison to maybe 1/3 before, so it had gone up quite a lot. And then finally, we introduced the sports leaders in year 5 and year 6, and the number of pupils in year 4 that wanted to become a sports leader doubled after we'd done all of this to try and promote sport a little bit more. So obviously we'd raised the profile of sport in our school, and we had more children that wanted to join in with it, which is brilliant. So finally, a few little ideas about what we've been doing in our school this year. Obviously, as I previously mentioned, we're all going through a lot this year. Things have changed quite dramatically, so it might not look the same as it has been in previous years. But we have tried, particularly over Christmas, to try and get a few more things in to continue to raise the profile of sport and keep children active. So one of the things that we've done is the idea of an active advent calendar. So Get Ahead led one of these, but we also recorded our own in school. And what we did was some of our year 5 and 6 pupils recorded little videos of challenges that were sent out to the different classes to join in with. And it went down really well, and we've already been asked if we can do it again next year, which is brilliant. Another thing that we've done is a reindeer run in school. So every class in school had the opportunity to run as many laps as our playground or our field as they could in a given time, and they all won little medals to take home, which went down really well with families, and we had a lot of positive praise about this. And to be honest, it was quite easy to set up and arrange, so I'd definitely recommend that, and I'm happy to offer ideas to anybody that might be looking into that too. We've chosen to continue to do indoor PE at our school. So in the autumn term, we did dance because we didn't require any equipment. We had all the windows and doors open, and it still meant that we could tick off some of the objectives on our curriculum. And now we've moved on to gymnastics. So we are using mats at the minute, but to ensure that we can keep them clean and are able to do that in quite a quick amount of time, we have invested in a speed mop, so just a normal flash speed mop, and we spray it, mop the mats, and then they dry off, and they're all disinfected, ready for the next group. So we found that that works quite well. It might be an idea that you want to do too. And then finally, we're joined in with a lot of the virtual challenges. So obviously Get Ahead have launched a lot of these, and we found them work really well in our schools. So again, can't recommend them enough. I hope some of those ideas are useful, and if there's anything else that you wanted to ask or to know about, then feel free to get in touch. I have done a little document that I've shared with Liz that she is going to email out to you with just a few more little ideas that you might want to use if they're of any use to you. Thank you, bye.